Welcome to the Andrew Collin Show. I'm Andrew Collin. I had to start it off fresh. Joined by amazing comedian. You just did this thing with Comedy Central.
I did, yeah, I did.
You're a badass. You're so funny on stage. Just passed at the Comedy Store. And you opened for Theo Vaughn. It kind of sucks when you're like, didn't you open for...
Well, no, I'm never going to be a headliner, so I'm excited.
Well, maybe that should be the name of our podcast. The
Never
feature.
Feature
Never gonna
act.
be, the feature act. That doesn't get paid.
Comedy Central, 9 minutes. Feature.
It's supposed to be 10, but we couldn't fill it. We're going to give you 15. I'm good with 12.
Hey, you know what? Cut me right down. 8? That's where I live. That's where Mama lives.
Mama loves an 8.
Mama thrives in an 8.
When a headliner goes to me, they go, hey, you mind doing 8 instead of 15? I go, I'll do 7. And I will destroy.
I will kill so hard.
I have the best 8 minutes in the world.
I hate how much I love that moment. When they go, we're gonna have to throw another guy on. We're gonna cut you down to. I go, let's let him do 25. You do an hour 15. I'll do 4.
I'll bring the car around. I'll be sitting in the car playing Tetris. Don't worry about me.
I've got a 3 that'll blow your fucking mind.
You gonna pay me the same amount of money? Yeah. Oh. Because you feel bad that I'm doing less time? Don't feel bad.
I'm getting $100 an hour.
Then I'll get off stage and be like, I should have headlined. That's 6.5 minutes.
And always with the 6. And then you do the 15 and you're like, we were really kind of petering out there by the end. I was scratching my head a little bit.
Nothing funnier too when someone comes up to you like, yeah, you were like better than a headliner. I said, I did 4 minutes. They had to do, they have no idea.
They did an hour 10.
Yeah. Sometimes
I did 4 minutes that are 5 years old.
I did a minute.
We're making ourselves sound like such terrible comedians.
Yeah.
We're both very competent at what we do.
Should we start again?
No.
I was like, I get messages too, like, enough comedy talk.
Oh, do they really?
Well,
they
what do
don't
you
like
do?
it?
What-
Okay.
what
They
do you
want
think
more
this is?
Margaritaville.
Yeah, they want more real life.
Real life, baby.
Yeah, Margaritaville. Fucking A. I've been to a few of those. I kind of like a cheesy chain restaurant.
Oh, a theme? Give me a theme. I love a Fuddruckers. I love, what's the one where they're really mean to you?
Oh. Chili's?
Dick's Last Resort. You ever been to Chili's? You've just been really drunk at a lot of Chili's. They're mean to you at Applebee's. They're mean to you at Chili's.
It could be me. It could be me.
Ruth's Chris. Every place he's
My
ever
mom's kitchen. I think I'm an alcoholic. I think I have a
been.
problem.
My own bedroom with my dear girlfriend in it. Everybody kicks me out.
Dude, I love a Chili's. Everyone would talk shit about Outback. It's like, give me a booth.
Oh, I love an Outback. Oh. I went to a Margaritaville in the dead of winter in what's that city or the town right outside of Chicago where the Zanies is?
Oh, Rosemont?
Rosemont. Went to a Margaritaville in the bottom of that hotel in Rosemont in like January. And it was like I was on the fucking moon. It was the weirdest environment I've ever. Everyone's so cold and drunk, but like people are still kind of wearing Hawaiian shirts and drinking like blue drinks. It was amazing.
There's nothing funnier than whoever took that as the franchise. You know what I mean? The franchise guy's like, no, everyone's doing tropical. I'm going to go to the coldest, most depressing places on earth and give them a little life.
Give them a little flavor.
It's not a bad idea.
It is. And it was, you could tell everyone was comforted by it, except for me, who was having a very weird time.
I'd like to open a place that's very like fucking Minneapolis in Florida. Like you walk in, there's like ice fishing. And that's all I know.
That's all I know. That's all I know. That and everyone blacking out the entire time is kind of all I know. That's a genius idea.
The opposite of
yeah, do like a lodge.
Like a very sad lodge.
Yeah.
I think
in like New Mexico.
Dude, you're from Nashville.
Nashville, from Tennessee.
Yeah.
People are kind of doing that though now. Are people putting honky tonks in other parts of the country?
Oh, yeah, there's a honky tonk, and they got those like fake doors, and then they put things on the wall. That's like old school. Everything's vintage, but it's all brand new.
There are like 2. Have you been to Nashville much?
Yeah, a decent amount.
Okay, yeah. There are like 2. Broadway in Nashville is now truly the scariest place on planet Earth.
Yeah, it's like Bourbon Street, but like I don't even know exactly how to explain it. I don't feel safe.
No.
Yeah.
And I suppose I probably never did, but now it's all bachelor and bachelorette parties. It's like New Orleans meets what city you just said meets I don't know.
Fuddruckers.
Yeah, it means Fuddruckers.
It's funny you say that because I realized like in Nashville, every old pickup truck is a bachelor. Like every guy that did lawn work is now driving bachelorette parties, and he's just changed the sign on his truck.
100%. They got those big wagons.
Yeah,
and those girls are hanging out of there.
Dude.
There's always someone where you're like, she's good. She's going before the end of the night. It's fun to watch. You got to watch it from a safe place, but it's fun to watch.
She's just like Morgan Wallen wets my pussy. We're gonna live forever.
He's finger licking good. We're like, you're from Philadelphia.
Yeah, you've been here an hour and a half. You know what it is about the gays? What? Really?
You're from the West Coast.
You're from L.A.
Pacific Northwest.
Look, the Klan gets a bad rap.
My daddy always told me he's Jewish. What do you?
My daddy always said, if you don't eat matzah with a shotgun in your hand, you're a fucking little bitch. It's like, dude, really? Really, Saul?
It's so weird. People do transform their whole... It's like... I feel like it's one of the only cities where people totally adapt to the culture like that.
Oh, yeah, because it's not a hard... You're not learning French.
Very easy.
You're slowing things down. You're getting dumber.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So like if you're from Florida, I guess that kind of counts.
Trust me, when my brother, we did our bachelor party there, or my little brother did.
In Nashville?
And, yeah, right away we go to Honky Tonk. We're like, oh, they're playing... You know, the 1590s country songs we know. And we fucking love it. Like, she's going country. Back to
look at them boots. She's going country. There she goes.
There she gone. She gone. Yeah, dude. Then they played like Tom Petty, and we're like, man, this is the best place. We're eating peanuts,
We're never going to die.
Yeah,
never going to die.
Morgan Wallen sucks my cock. Morgan Wallen. He's doing pretty good.
Oh, he's like the most famous musician in the world.
All you gotta do is say the N-word.
I know. We should be doing that.
And I can't even. I try, and I still can't even get an agent.
Every time I do it, I feel like I get further and further away from succeeding in Hollywood.
Can you imagine just trying to be as racist as possible and then still not get anything?
No one talks to you. You lose every friend you've ever had.
Like, they don't even notice to cancel you because you're nothing. It's like, oh, you're not even good.
I'm doing it. I'm looking at myself. I'm sorry.
And yeah.
Talking about before we go on, I had to hide I was doing Zoom therapy for the entire year of the pandemic, and I would not turn self view off, and I would find myself just like looking up at my corner and like, how do I look when I'm very sad? Trying to impress my female therapist with my look.
Dude, your therapist is probably like, look, she looks great.
She looks great. Her skin looks amazing. She is not fixable internally.
She's like, you seem insecure, but why?
Well, if you had to do that, do you have a mirror face? Do men have mirror faces?
Yeah, I learned it from my mom.
Okay.
It's just like this, like...
You do not purse your lips like
dude,
that.
I suck in my cheeks bad.
You do the buccal...
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it? Buccal fat... Bacchanal?
It depends how fat I am,
Bukkake fat removal.
I suck it in. My cheeks become underneath my teeth, which I don't have right now.
It's not even a good look.
I lost a tooth recently. Whatever. Let's get into therapy.
No. What happened? My dad's always losing teeth. Are you a smoker?
Dude,
every time I come home, my dad's like, another one gone. Okay.
I went to a dentist for the first time in like 10 years. Oh, but like this was like 10 years ago, and then I took another 10 off. Go every 10. Just to see if they're there.
They say 6 months. I say decade.
I'll do a decade. Yeah. I go there. The guy goes, he's looking at my mouth. He's like, so how long have you been a smoker? And I go, I've never smoked. And he goes, interesting.
Oh, no,
and I was just like, Jesus.
Are you allowed to go like, the fuck made you say that? Did you ask him what he meant? Staining or tooth integrity or?
I don't know. It reminds me of like someone that saw my horrible asshole and was just like, so, you've been fucking a lot. You getting fucked a lot? No.
Oh, you've been having diarrhea for like years at a time? Or?
No, just... my asshole. It's just who I am.
I love it. This podcast should be called My Horrible Asshole.
The whole last episode.
My wretched asshole.
Literally. I can't believe anyone listens to that. If you're a woman and you listen to me still, you're an idiot. Because all I do is talk about my horrendous asshole. But thank you for listening.
Do you really? Okay, well, we'll get into that in a second. So he had to pull.
So I cracked my tooth. I don't know. on what, but there were years I opened beer bottles with my teeth.
Oh, you were doing party tricks.
Yeah.
Or you're like, nope, I was alone.
No, I was alone. Just sad. Just fucking, I didn't even drink them. Just open them up, close them back.
I wanted to know that I could do something, that I could affect change in the world.
I would listen to Obama's speech and just open beer bottles with my teeth.
I got stuff going on too.
We're the same thing. I also have a dream to open every beer bottle in this room and then fucking cry while watching 90s country. She's gone country. Looking at him.
Losing a tooth. She's gone country.
It's getting kind of loose. She's going country.
Down to the root. She's going country.
There she goes. Honestly, I would go to that dentist.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I went to my buddy. He was he's a dentist in Florida. He shows up. I swear to God, I'm in Florida, and this is recent, like a month ago. Cracked a tooth. Didn't know how bad it was. I do this thing where I just put some Abasol on it, and I'm like, oh, no, it's fine, dude.
Okay, you're using a medicine that I don't even know what it is, and being like, it's like saying, like, I'm just like injecting some morphine.
Chemo in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what chemo is, but I couldn't think of one.
Barely.
My dad's a doctor. I couldn't think of one medicine. Penicillin.
There we go.
Amoxicillin. All the cillins.
Name every medicine you know of. No, okay.
I'm
So you're
done.
throwing some Zooty-Doo on it.
Yeah. Z-Pack. So, yeah, I'm throwing some Abasol on there, and it's like a numbing thing. And then I'm putting, like, you could buy over-the-counter, like gook that you could put in your tooth that, like a
filling,
yeah,
basically.
You can do your own filling now.
That is what kind of Florida
Genius?
shit.
Oh, we were going somewhere else.
Smartest thing I've ever
heard.
heard.
That's where I was going.
Numb it and stuff it. I'm from Florida.
None of this kind of toothpaste. Come on, fluoride, get out of here. I'm going country. You know when I did a set in Nashville, I just said Jason Aldean like 75 times.
Oh, I love
Jason
it.
Aldean.
Jason Aldean told me one thing or another.
Aldean.
I barely know. I'm from Nashville. I couldn't name one Jason Aldean song.
I just know he wears a hat. So I end up going to the dentist. I show up and he's in board shorts. My dentist. Like he's literally I'm not getting seen by a guy who shows up on a paddle board.
What's he wearing on top? Is he wearing like a
no
button
shirt?
down? No. Okay.
Just a few tattoos of teeth.
I'm big tooth tattoos with like a ton of nipple hair. I'm picturing like an insane. You could floss with it.
Yeah, man. He ties shark teeth to the nipple hair. It's fucking badass.
He does.
You guys should go see him. Dr. Austin Montner.
What is he? Somebody who's got board shorts on underneath for his job. What is he wearing on top? Is it a button down?
It was like it's like a kind of like a Ron John kind of t-shirt.
Got it. Like okay. I got you. That's exactly what I would picture.
Not even like a fancy tee.
And not even like a linen. Like this thing doesn't button down.
No, it's 100% cotton that he's probably worn for the last 5 days.
Wow.
But he shows up. He's like, "What's that, dude? Shit, dude, your mouth, dude. What's going on, dude?
My tooth is fucked."
Dude, which one is it? They all look bad.
They all look bad. How long you been smoking, bro?
Just 10 years, dude. My mom smoked. Did that affect my mouth?
She smoked when she was pregnant with me. I'm pretty sure of it, dude. She tells me she didn't, but it's like, I see you smoke every day. I say that to my mom all the time. I'm like, there's no way you stopped. And she'll be like,
my mom doubled up.
Yeah, exactly.
She thought I had a twin in there. She wanted me dead so bad. That's how much she smoked.
It would embarrass her so much, but it's like, there's no chance that you stop smoking.
No, they're too good.
They're
also, I liked them in there.
Virginia Slims. I loved it.
I loved them.
I came out great. I can't stop drinking and smoking. Look at me.
I came out. I was like,
What's up?
You ruined my teeth.
One of my teeth fell out. One of my teeth fell out.
All my teeth fell out. Those are baby teeth. Well, what's my excuse now?
Wait, where's my teeth?
These are just my adult teeth. I got even older teeth coming in. What if that was like what I thought? Oh, your teeth are like, oh no, those are my 20s teeth.
I got a whole new set. My 31st birthday, I get a whole new one. I'm getting my 50s teeth.
Yeah, I'm getting my 50s teeth.
They're like nubbier. It's like they're shittier every time.
They're just your baby again. Yeah. Hey, Benjamin Button. Teeth. So, I go in there, and he's actually a very good.
I believe that he is. I believe that he is. I trust this guy. God, dude. I trust Ron John. I really do.
Well, there's a level of confidence of a guy that, it's like a comic who wears shorts on stage and sits down, and he's like done it for 2 years, and you're like, what is happening?
100%.
And he kills.
Yeah. It could go either way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It could be very bad. It could be very slurry. So I sit down, and he looks at the X-ray. He's like, it doesn't seem to be that bad, but and then he looks and then he touches it. He's like, oh, we got to take this out. And I was like,
the stuff that you had shoved up in there. He was like, what were you doing? Okay, wow.
Well, no, take out my tooth. My whole a tooth is gone.
It's so far back. It's so crazy.
It's gone.
How
it's just gone.
Look like a different
cool
man
guy.
When you
cool. Is that
really handsome?
I'm sorry.
Really handsome in like a totally different way.
I know. It's slimming. I know.
It's slimming. Did you lose a tooth? You look amazing.
I'm thinking about getting 4 other taken out.
Oh my God. Christine lost a couple teeth.
Yeah, it's Ozempic.
I really want to lose 2 teeth.
I feel so fat right now.
I feel so fat.
What are you going to lose? Just one of the incisors.
I'm going to cleanse. I'm trying to lose 5 teeth.
There's nothing funnier than the dentist going, look, it's far enough back where most people won't
Your
know.
girl won't be upset. Your dear girlfriend won't be upset.
I got to start sitting in that chair because you can see my tooth.
Well, only when you rake it back like that and show the people. I'm amazed that you were willing to do that. It's a look, but...
My stories really add up when you start seeing... Yeah, because I come together pretty good.
You really do. I was saying, when I sat down here, I was like, well, so what's the deal? You're like, I'm from Florida. And every single thing you've said since you said that has really, you've come together in my mind as a whole human being.
Man, that means a lot to me.
Totally. Yeah. Well, I feel very kindred towards you.
So, long story short, I know I'm like talking about myself too much.
No,
but,
I don't care.
He goes, yeah, we're going to have to take that out. And I thought I was just getting a filling. And then it went to full-blown surgery of like, are you ready for this?
And he did it that day?
Yeah, that day. Like within 10 minutes. He's numbing me up. He is really like a surgeon. Like he's fucking...
And that's easy work for them. Like that thing's got to come out. They could do it in probably 15 minutes.
Well, what's crazy is I got another tooth taken out by my cousin Neil, who's a dentist who literally I think just used like a rubber hammer. Because it took him 6 hours and he was sweating. This guy took it out in like 6 minutes.
You're joking.
No, I saved like $100 to have cousin Neil take it out.
Cousin Neil did
good dentist though. He wears pants.
Technically, the best dentist I've ever had.
He's very Long Island dentist.
He used a rubber hammer.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. He was like, because it took way too long. But yeah, I don't know. I had another.
Why are your teeth so fucked up? Is it just not getting regular cleanings? Not.
My grandpa Henry lost all his teeth, but
I don't know if it's genetic there, Andrew. I think there are some things that you can consider.
I did wear braces for way too. They broke, and I kept like my teeth were better before braces, and then I let them go, and then my teeth just started. They were pulling. In
all different directions. What do you mean you let them go? Like you didn't wear a retainer after braces, or your braces broke?
My braces would break the brackets, and then I wouldn't get them fixed because I was at camp or whatever. And so I had braces from. I gotta tell you, from like 7th grade till beginning of senior year.
There was always those kids. You're like,
weird. I was a
braces
virgin.
his like whole entire life.
Yeah.
There was kids that had them for like 8 years, and then you would be like, their teeth weren't that bad to begin with.
No,
but I guess they're just snapping off, and nobody's doing it because they're at camp. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was at Jewish sports camp every summer. I don't know what was going on in between the summers.
It seems like the perfect time to go to the dentist, if I'm being honest. School year, get taken out of class at 1:15, spend the rest of the day with your mom eating ice cream.
Listen to Kenny G. You would think, fucking no.
You got to know when to hold them, Andrew.
I held them in my hands, my teeth. Wait, how long did you have braces? You got good
braces.
teeth.
I have okay teeth. You see this guy? This guy's bothering me a lot.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's fucking with me. But you can't
take it out.
I don't know.
You look so skinny.
I just losing a tooth and then weighing yourself.
I'll tie you up. I got a net right there.
I think that should be the theme of your podcast, that your guest gets to pick their least favorite tooth and you try to pull it out with your Margaritaville netting on the door.
Dude, if my fucking Dr. Ron John can do it, I could do it.
That's probably true. You probably do it better than him. I never had bad teeth up top. Up top, we were always golden. Down low, all crowded like this. And I had braces for 17 months. They always say it like you're like a child.
Yeah.
You know, how long?
Yeah, my braces were 18
22
months.
months old.
Mine were 74 months.
They were premature at 74 months.
They ready to get taken off? Nope. Your mouth is worse.
It's worse than it's ever been. These things keep popping off, and you're just hanging out at camp, seemingly, not going in to see your doctor.
You've been here for 9 months.
But
yeah, I'm at camp.
But I didn't. How old are you? You're a little bit older than me.
Yeah, I'm an age. No, it wouldn't be funny if I was afraid to say 43.
Okay.
So you were around Invisalign? Is that what you're saying?
No. I was pre-Invisalign for sure.
That's a way for a girl to show off. Like, I'm fucking Invisalign.
I was. That's me telling you I'm Gen Z. I had Invisalign when I was 14. You do the math.
So you're 14 and a half.
Sorry, 14 and a half.
What are you doing?
I started developing really early. I had braces, but my fiance is 1 year younger than me. And he was of the era where they put in the like perma retainer.
That was way before. No, that was way before.
That existed before me?
Yeah, because my older brother still has his in.
No way.
Yeah, he
Why
never
didn't
took
they
it out.
offer me this? Carson still has his. My fiance still has his.
I know, you would have never took it out. It
No,
would
of
have been
course
fine.
not. And they would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
And I would have been in movies and stuff, right?
Probably, yeah. That's the only
That's
thing
what's holding me back, right?
Yeah, it's that.
It's not that I can't stop drinking.
No, that's actually helping.
Okay, good.
That balances out. So, anyhow, he sends me so my tooth gets cracked, right? The temporary thing, whatever he put in there to make it look a little bit better. And it cracked. So then he sent me another one in the mail, and it got stolen.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
My tooth. There was an envelope. I wish I had it with me. There's just a hole, like a hole the exact same size as my tooth, and there was a baggie in there, and there was someone's stealing teeth out here.
Wait. So I assume that all of your listeners have the same questions that I do, which is that you can insert. Yes, you're gay, and you seem pretty proud when we're off mic, but then we get on mic and you're like, shh.
I don't even know why. We're gonna have to cut that.
I'm gonna talk about my teeth, and that's it.
I eat pussy. No teeth. More pussy. More places.
Do you think people always talk about women with no teeth being good at giving head? Is that true of men?
No.
With no teeth? I feel like it would be worse
No, I think people have talked about that out. It would be better because it's gummy.
But what do you? I don't
Less
know.
teeth. Guys say that sometimes. I've never noticed teeth.
No. But that's what I'm saying. They always say that about women
Also,
giving
my dick's
head.
not wide enough to worry about the teeth. You know, you'd have to have some fucking real big
just
chompers.
Opening like a side, just drinking out of the straw.
No need to open your mouth. I'm good.
Tighter.
Yeah.
Right there.
I gum.
That's it.
I gum. Actually, can you close your mouth? It needs to be a little tighter. Needs a little bit tighter.
Okay, so wait. You can install your own.
Good question.
This is Ron John logic. That no other dentist would send you your tooth
Well, he's my
for you
boy.
to put in your own
he's
head.
my buddy.
Okay,
Maybe
this
this
is
might
your
lose
guy.
his license because of this. But if you're listening, licensed dental people, it's chill.
If you're on the board of DDS,
Yeah. Don't come for me.
don't come for me.
Yeah,
This is his boy.
Dental surgery.
I have no idea.
Surgeon. Yeah, DDS.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Sounds good. So so he got me a dentist that he went to dental school here. Mm-hmm. He went to dental school here. I don't know what the hell that noise
Yeah,
is.
well, somebody got an email. It's from him. He's like, cease and desist.
It's probably an offer. Whatever.
I'm doing a weekend.
I'm doing a weekend at Ron John Surf House. Selling clothes, selling belts, cool surfer belts. That
Rated, of course.
have bottle openers on them. Save the teeth by a whale.
I can do that trick where you open it with a lighter. That's
Yeah.
a little more Tennessee dirtbag, I think.
I could do that.
I saw a video of what's that hot guy that's in The Bear? Jeremy Allen White.
Who just left his wife?
No.
Yeah, or she left him for cheating. I think. Weird.
I mean,
Who would have thought?
who would? Who would want to have sex with that guy?
He probably has like fucking a lot of teeth.
Yeah, he probably has so many penises.
He probably has so many dicks. Dude.
The hotter a guy is, the more dicks he has.
Dude, I heard David Beckham has 9 dicks.
Some of you can see if he takes his shirt off.
It's not cheating if he uses his 6th dick. That's like a duck. Ducks have multiple dicks.
Is that right? I thought they had multiple vaginas.
Pussies. Yeah, they have a rape vagina and a...
I think they have like several decoy vaginas.
But, no, a duck's dick is like a corkscrew that could get around the fake vagina, the decoy.
Good Lord.
It's fucking confusing.
It's like that's a cruel god that creates like rape protection and then rape like...
Or hilarious. Yes. Seems fucking, I don't know. I think like childhood cancer is worse than duck's dicks being spiral.
No.
Oh, all right.
Natural disasters, nowhere near a duck having 9 vaginas. What kind of cruel god would create 9 duck vaginas? I don't care about earthquakes. I don't care about poverty.
50,000 dead in Turkey from 9.2 earthquake or a duck's.
This is why I don't believe in God.
So I don't even know where I was going. Oh, so he has a dental guy out here.
He was going to, okay.
Send me the tooth. I was going to bring the tooth to this guy to get put in.
Wow, what a chill.
I would have tried to probably put it in myself.
I bet you could have, right?
I mean, I've changed my oil once.
What?
I changed a tire the other day.
I like to change a tire. I haven't done it in years, but when you get to doing it right, that feels good.
You got to have fallen apart a little bit. What happened to you? No medical scares for you?
You have to have fallen apart a little bit? Is that what you just said to me?
Yeah.
Do I seem in poor health to you?
Not great.
I've been smoking since I was 10, as I just told you and your girlfriend when I walked in the door.
Are you going to quit that?
Yeah.
When you said yeah...
This is a...
sounded like a yeah.
This is a character that my fiance and I do, and it's Guy who's talking himself into saying yes, but clearly means no. So ask me that question again.
Are you going to quit smoking?
Yeah. Yes.
Feels like a no. That's like a duck being like, are you going to fuck my regular pussy or the decoy pussy? Or are you going to fuck the decoy pussy? Yeah. I'm going to fuck the decoy.
Yes.
I've
been trying to quit since I was a baby. I don't smoke as much as I used to, but I know that doesn't really count for much. I have been trying to chew a lot of Nicorette. Mm-hmm. And someone pulled me aside.
It's hard to chew while you're smoking, no.
I truly am.
Have you ever doubled up?
Yep.
No.
The answer is yes. I laugh about this all the time, but my father's the heaviest smoker I know. And
how big is he?
Come on. Funny. That was a good one. How heavy is he?
She going country. Look at them boots.
Fat ass dad. My dad is not fat. He's a very handsome man. But it's because he smokes so much and he never eats. But wait, this is a true story about my father. I hope he never listens to this. But I was at a wedding. My brother got married, and we were at my brother's wedding, and my dad, notoriously one of the least healthy people I've ever met, smokes very heavily, eats 1 meal a day, drinks Diet Coke, like 13 Diet Cokes a day. 1 meal a day is generally McDonald's. It's right down the street from his office. He goes in the middle of the day. Yes, he's intermittent fasting, and I don't think he ever shits. I've never seen him like have a glass of water before. And I confronted him at the wedding. I was kind of drunk, and I was like, Dad, you gotta get it together. We were smoking a cigarette together, of course.
Yeah.
And I was like, you gotta get your life together, young man.
He's like, I know.
Hey, man. I've been doing that voice on stage, and people get really upset.
Really?
Yeah, I've been doing a voice. I'm like, I'm allowed to do it. That's my future. If I stop smoking, I'll never make fun of that again.
You're allowed to do this. Like, what is this? What is world? You're like, what ethnicity is that? Just no
Hole.
Hole.
I'm Hole.
I'm from the island of Hole. Dude, that voice is never going away.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Not getting canceled.
But my dad goes, I was like, you got it. You eat shit food, 1 meal a day, McDonald's. And he goes, hey, I've been doing better. And I went, what are you doing? He goes, I've been going to Captain D's. Straight face on this man. Thought that he was eating like vegetables. Wait,
what's Captain D's?
Do you not know? You don't know from Captain D's?
I just thought it was like Mickey D's dad.
No. Aye, Captain D's.
Mickey.
It's just like a much bigger Big Mac.
It has a little hat on it and a pipe. Hello.
Captain D's is a horrible, my God, it must be more regional than I thought. Southeast chain of fish. And I mean, we're talking.
Oh, everything's fried.
Some of the grossest cod, landlocked, just Tennessee fish you've ever seen.
Sometimes I feel like cod never made it to the water. Yeah. Like it never had to be taken out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like cod is raised in a farm, but like literally on land.
To be eaten at a Captain D's.
Yeah.
But it is just fried fish and hush puppies. I would say good chance it's worse for you than McDonald's. Yeah.
It's like, you should stop smoking. He's like, look, I started smoking. Or like,
I'm smoking meth.
Yeah, I'm smoking meth.
I moved on to meth. Well, no, that's what I was going to say is that whenever I try to get him to quit, he'll do like replacement therapy, right? He'll get like, he was early on the vape train. He will do the gum. He'll do like lozenges and stuff, but he just uses it to like supplement cigarettes. So like if he's ever in a situation where he can't have a cigarette, put it in there. And that's what I've started to do. I'm chewing Nicorette in my home when I don't feel like going outside to have a cigarette. And then the second I go outside, I have a cigarette.
Damn, now you're not even walking.
Nope. I'm done walking, brother.
Look, nicotine's coming to me. I ain't going to it.
When I moved to California the first year, the pandemic hit right away and I couldn't go anywhere. So I wasn't drinking, wasn't doing comedy, wasn't smoking. Quit smoking for a full year, got in better shape than I've ever been in my entire life.
Wait, when did you do this?
This was first year of the pandemic, 2020.
Oh, okay.
Quit smoking for a full year and like started running every day, got in like incredible shape. And then I literally went to an open mic in LA and I went and bought a pack of cigarettes that night because I was like, I can't do this.
That's so sad.
It's so sad.
I found myself through the pandemic, like physically. Like I don't know. We should keep doing stand up.
Yeah. I know. Everything is like pointing to us.
Within 3 weeks of starting stand up again after a pandemic, I was 30 pounds heavier. Exactly. I lost more teeth. Exactly. I didn't even look skinny.
Exactly. I was just you lost your teeth. I'm just like peeing gin.
So do you feel like this cigarette smoking is like is it like almost like part of your character of a stand-up? Do you feel I don't know. I feel like sometimes, because I do this where I'll like, you know when you used to like drink beer on stage when you have like a 3-minute set and you bring up like 9 beers.
Of course.
So if you're smoking outside and then Dave Attell's smoking outside, next thing you know, hey, I smoke too, Dave Attell, and now we're the same. We're both rugged comedians.
Yep.
And then you kind of fall into that trap of like, especially as a female, where you're like, well, I want to be respected by men, men comedians. So
this is a huge. This
is what you're talking about on Zoom while you're trying to look hot. Just.
I feel like my internalized misogyny is.
I do all that shit.
I struggle with this because it was truly. I started comedy when I was 25, so I was a pretty well established human being by the time I started comedy.
I started 30. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've had these habits way long before I started doing this. So it is a part of my character, I think. But my character is in just the person that I am, not the person that my brand that I'm selling to America. But since starting stand up, I'm like, well, it is. I have jokes about it. I talk about it. I like think about it all the time. I struggle with whatever. But I also like want to fix that about myself. So I don't want to attach myself to that like brand of person at all. I don't want to be like, I'm a dirtbag and then be dead at like 52, like being like a feature comic. Dark, but
you can only do 8 minutes because you can't breathe.
Because I really can't breathe.
I really can't do more than 8. We wheeled her out here. She's great. We had to pay extra.
I look 105 years old. So it's like it does start to become a part of my act and a part of like who I am, but I'm not going to attach myself to it in any like meaningful way. I was thinking about that because I was trying to make like a promo video for a show. And I was like, what do I do? I was like, I don't know. I do a lot of things. I sit around and smoke cigarettes. And I was like, I'm not going to make a fucking video of myself smoking a cigarette. Like,
Dude, that's what happens.
I know.
Or you become a drinking guy, whatever person you become, and then that's when you get popular.
Yep.
Because it could happen overnight. Next thing you know, no, that's the girl that fucking just smokes and fucking is killing herself every day. And it's cool as shit, though, man. And then you're that person. But then people do like an arc, but you have to like let it sit. You got to be a smoker for about 5 or 6 more years, and then you're like,
I think I can handle it.
I want to be healthy now, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're a queen! You gave it up."
You really gave it up. This is the first time that anyone has ever looked at me and said, "Smoke for about 5 or 6 more years," and you have no idea how much that just meant to me. I think you probably need to smoke about 5 or 6 more years. Oh hell yeah!
For your career.
Not for
my mom is a smoker. I've talked about it on here. She has COPD.
Does she really? My dad's got that pre
OPD.
Wait, that might be COPD. That pre-emphysema, right?
No, she has post. She's got post.
She's post-emphies.
Yeah, she's deep. She's deep in it.
Is she okay? How's her health?
Not really. Okay. Not good. Things are really bad, actually. That's probably one of the reasons why I went to Florida. I lost a tooth.
Oh, my God. I didn't mean to come in here and remind you of your mother.
No, it's fine. It's her birthday today.
Oh, my God.
It really is. I called her. She hung up on me to play cards. She's fine. I love when my mom hangs up on me. It makes me feel like
busy.
She's good.
Yeah, she's too busy to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want for your parents.
Yeah.
If they love you. I want you to be having too good a time to even talk to me right now.
I'd love to talk to you, but I'm fucking, doing a beer bong with my buddy Rick.
Does she still party really hard?
No, she can't.
She physically can't.
It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, no, she's skydiving and doing fucking cocaine still. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah, that's what I need to hear.
But that's a lie.
Is she in Florida?
Yeah. She's in Palm Beach, Florida. And it was actually great. That's why I literally went down. Part of the reason why I went down to Florida was to see her and then get my tooth removed. Really 2 for 1. BOGO. Buy
2 for 1.
Buy one mom, lose 1 tooth. That BOGO, that's what that stands for. DDS. She's going country.
Losing them tooths. She's gone country. It's down to the
COPD.
Root.
She's gone country. Not that far.
Happy birthday. She's gone country. There you go.
Dude, I'm telling you. You don't want that.
No, I don't.
Disease sucks. Anyhow.
And I feel like, so did you never smoke?
I've never bought a pack of cigarettes in my life.
Okay, that's all.
But I would get drunk and throw a couple back every once in a while. I remember I smoked one of her cigarettes in the bathroom one time, and it just never sat with me. Although I do think it looks cool.
It's still, until you're really old, it looks cool as hell.
I know, and it's like coming back now again.
You think you're seeing more people smoke?
Yeah, I see different celebrities smoking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Olsen twins in the belly room of the Comedy Store one time, and they were chain smoking in the corner of the belly room. And
cigarettes?
Yes.
Inside?
Yes. It was like,
and no one told them anything?
It was like a special. It was for Bob Saget, but they were just lighting up in there, and I was like, man, that looks cool.
It does look cool, but God, it makes you think, like, why are we even trying to make money? Because if you're a billionaire smoking cigarettes in the corner of a dark room watching me do stand-up, you got to get your life together. Because I'm a feature act.
Because I'm a feature, baby. Just shooting heroin in the corner of the room.
That went off.
Get in there, bud.
Dude, I mean, yeah, it could look cool.
No, it's, I mean, as you just said, I got 5 to 6 years left, and then...
Yeah.
And then I'm done.
I used to have this joke about this woman. She had, like, her hands like this on a billboard, and it said, because of smoking, I've had about 20 amputations. I'm like, about? And she's like, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's so
5.
funny.
You know what it is? I got my toes cut off, and then I got the foot cut off. So is that 6 or 1?
Half dozen the other, as they say.
We're going to go with about 20. Oh, that sounds about right.
And I have had about, wait a damn minute, 2, 4, carry the 3.
What if she was actually really good at math, too? She just can't figure out her limbs. She's like, oh, no, she was a rocket scientist.
But she can't count on her fingers anymore.
She sent us to Mars.
Hidden Figures? Have you seen that?
That's Elon's left-hand man with no fingers.
Left-hand man.
Because he doesn't have a right hand.
I didn't know that people were getting amputated.
Oh
what
my
are your
God.
vices?
Dude, I mean, I've had plenty over the years. Now it's just, I don't work hard enough, ever. Ever. I'm afraid of, I don't know. I'm afraid of putting in too much work to then not have it work out.
Ain't that the thing? I've been thinking about that so much lately. I'm like, I'm probably scareder to fail than most people I know. And then you put in a modicum of effort, something goes well, and you go, well, that was a flash in the pan. I'm not going to try that again because that's embarrassing. It is a bad cycle to be in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a weird thing. I don't try to. My vices, losing teeth.
That's
pretty good.
As far as, that's up there for me.
Brushing enough, which I do now because I have less to brush. It's actually worked out well for me. Now I just have to keep track of 3 teeth. They're clean. So Eric Myers had a joke. God bless him. He passed away, comedian.
I do not know of this man.
He's like, you got to dive in.
Okay.
He got hit by a van on the highway and died. But other than that,
tragic death. Okay, go ahead.
Great comment. Unbelievable. Like, would destroy harder. If you ask anyone about Eric Myers, he came to LA for a little while and got past the store like within like 4 minutes.
No way.
Without even really knowing anyone. And I mean, he would destroy anyways, but he had a joke about like a crackhead who only had 1 tooth left. He's like, that would be the shiniest tooth. Like, I would like just the idea of just finally like taking care
flossing around the entire. That's what when you just talked about taking better care of your teeth. I was like, when you floss it, do you just kind of like do a little U shape in between that guy, get it real squeaky clean?
You know what I do? I just take those plastic sticks and I use those as teeth.
I have a lot of friends at this point who are missing teeth.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't have dental insurance anymore. This is the first time I've gone over a few years without going to the dentist, and I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I mean, as a smoker. Yeah, you're a smoker. As a smoker. And then I lost my car. I lost a tooth a couple weeks ago. Then someone stole my tooth, and then I did a podcast. This was like, I put it all on my stories on Instagram, and it kind of, I've never had something blow up inside my stories. But
yeah, that's bizarre. Okay, yeah.
I did a podcast. I came back out of the podcast. My car was gone. And I was like, I have an expired tag from 2021. Pandemic, COVID.
Yeah.
COVID car.
That's right.
It's not my fault.
COVID car.
And then I had a couple parking tickets there. Maybe like 35 of them in New York, but I had to get out of there.
I'm sitting on a few here in LA. It's fine. We don't worry about that.
I have a parking tooth. I was going to say a parking ticket for each tooth.
Your car is shaped like a tooth.
I've seen a car like that before.
Yeah. That's
on top the tooth.
Luke Menez has a joke about that.
Oh, really?
Being a dentist and my car is shaped like a tooth. That's really good. Okay, enough teeth. Tell me about your car.
I love a sports car as an incisor, and then a molar is like a Cadillac.
My canine.
Yeah. So, so I go out, can't find my car, and then I'm like, oh, it got towed. So I call the towing places. They don't have my car. I'm like freaking out. I'm like running around like for like 2 hours where I parked. I'm looking for my car. I'm like, I went to the house where my car was in front of it, and I was like, did you guys get my car towed? And they're like, no, but the lady, she's a fucking bitch, and she might have stole your car. So then,
wait.
Yeah, there's like a whole.
There's like a lady who steals cars in the neighborhood.
I'm sorry. It says cars are
towed. Oh, illegally towed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Has anybody done anything about it? She stole my car. She stole my neighbor's car.
She's got a whole chop shop.
My uncle came to visit, stole his car.
You would never think.
I'm too scared of her to say anything, but don't park around.
But there was that whole vibe. There was like a whole neighbor. Like I got involved in this whole neighbor thing, and then I went to her. She happened to be outside. I was like, "Did you get my car towed?" And she's like, "No, no." She was like, "No." But she said no in a way that I was like, "You fucking got it. You don't want me to come back and fucking kill you." So, mind you, then I call the police. And they don't answer their phone. Oh, no, 911, they put you in non-emergency. It's not a non-emergency. I'm like, my car's gone now.
Can I say something really quickly about the non-emergency line in LA? Did you ever have to call it in New York?
No.
Okay.
I've never had to call it in my life.
I've had to call it for accidents in other cities and have always gotten a fucking response. Someone's answered the phone. A motorcyclist hit the back of my car on Melrose, hit and run, ran away. I sat on the non-emergency line for like 3.5 hours, and no one ever. They're useless here.
It's incredible.
It's really kind of scary. And I was like, do I just call 911? It doesn't feel like I need to. I'm not hurt. But it was like
no. By the time they answer, that guy's in Sacramento.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, and he did he died at the scene, but
that was from natural causes.
Yeah, he had a heart attack when he hit me.
Yeah, he's a smoker. So he choked on his tooth. Okay, going country. Anyway, so anyhow. What did they do?
You were non-emergency.
So then I called non-emergency. Yeah, I was on hold 45 minutes. Oh, no, I hung up because I was like, they don't answer.
They don't answer anything.
It was like 30 minutes in. So then I go, all right, fuck this. I'm going down to the station. So me and Brenna went down. We figured out what station to go down to in fucking downtown LA, where it's just a fucking mess.
Yeah, totally. I've been down there.
Go in there, file a police report. The reason why you got to file a police report, you call Toyota. Toyota has a thing that tracks your car, a GPS. They'll tell the cops, but they won't tell you where your car is.
The thing that I paid thousands of dollars
They won't tell you where your car is because they think you'll get stabbed if you go.
Snitch to the fucking police, but you won't tell me where my own car is.
So I call Toyota. I give them the police report number. Now they go, well, we got to call them and verify, but they can't call them because no one answers the fucking phone. Meanwhile, my car is just fucking in Mexico at this point. I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, every hour. I've seen another 48. Yeah, that's exactly. A dead child. But
that kid is dead.
That kid is dead, and it's my car. It's my Corolla. That's what I named her.
That's more important than my kid.
Way more. It had blonde hair, blue eyes in my mind. So this beautiful baby Corolla.
I made this Corolla.
Named Abby. So Abby, my Corolla. So they can't get in touch. So I'm like losing my mind. I'm just like, no one's answering the phone. And then I call my insurance company. I don't have comprehensive insurance. So I'm out $25,000 in my mind. $25,000.
I would be about to jump off. I would be about to kill myself.
I would jump off, but I couldn't get an Uber there because I can't afford it.
Take me to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Why do I feel like you're not paying your tab?
$7,000.
Stop right here. No, this is good. Is this the highest point? Why do you want to know?
You jump into the LA River. There's just no water in it. Yeah.
Fucking, that'd be the worst.
It's a 5 just standing straight up in an empty riverbed.
I just land on a bunch of cod. I didn't even know you guys were in here. Call back. Country. She's going there.
I fucking hate you. Go ahead.
This is what happens when you wear headphones. You're
really inside your own mind here, huh?
Yeah. So then they don't get in touch. I go to sleep, wake up next morning. I go back to police station. I was like, look, you guys got to talk to Toyota. And the guy's like, well, that's not for us. They got to call dispatch and not emergency line to whatever.
But you can't get Toyota on the phone to do that for you. Yes. Okay.
So I was going to go down to police station and have them. I was going to call Toyota and go, here, talk to them. Like literally handle it myself. All day, can't get in touch. I'm calling Toyota millions of times being like, you gotta stay on hold because you gotta stay on hold for like 45 minutes for LAPD.
Jesus Christ.
So anyways, that day is gone. My car is still gone. Next
Abby's
morning,
dead.
I go, fuck this. I'm gonna find Abby. I'm getting my daughter back.
I have a very particular set of skills.
Not many. I know how to floss one tooth.
I have a very terrible feeling about where this is going. Please go on.
So I go back 7 a.m. I go back to the fucking.
You're ready. You've got 2 AKs strapped across your back.
Yeah.
You're shirtless. You're ready to find her.
Yeah, me and that fucking tall guy from that movie that has those skills.
Liam Neeson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think.
Neil deGrasse Neeson.
All right, well, you're done smoking. I'm gonna start brushing. We're done with the comedy here because we just killed the game.
We have to come up with that character.
Neil deGrasse Neeson, who's racist to himself because one of the guys beat up his daughter or whatever when he was 12. Remember that story?
Yes.
Yeah. So Neil deGrasse Tyson was with me, Neeson, and so William Tyson or whatever. Okay, so I go back. I go, look, I reported it. They're not answering the phone. They go, oh, just go upstairs to the detective area. Like, they didn't tell me that the day before.
There's a detective area?
I go upstairs. There's a fucking secretary that's like, oh, we could take care of you. Let's wait till... Like, this whole, like, bizarre... It's all bizarro. Like, I literally think I've died and gone to hell. This is my hell.
Well, you've gone into a functioning precinct. It sounds like after being like of the 1960s, they're just like smoking Lucky Strikes, like ready to solve the crime.
Yes, where they go, look, look, our hands are tied. We got to do everything the old-fashioned way.
Right. But then there's a hero that's like, I don't care that she's only been missing for 18 hours.
Yeah.
We're going to find her.
Yeah, we're going to find her. We're going to use email.
He sends the first email.
Yeah. First ever email by LAPD. So I'm sitting there. I send the guy an email. He gives me the card. I go, no, I'm waiting for him. But while I'm waiting, I send him an email. He comes out. He's like, oh, I got your email. I'm like, what is happening? How are you? It's like this Asian guy who's like very like, just like, hey, man, whatever you need.
Sitting in the waiting room and someone coming out and going, I just got your email.
So efficient. The most efficient thing I've ever seen. I've gone from LAPD will not answer your phone to the most efficient.
There's so much bureaucracy you have to go through. Okay.
Dude,
so you finally gotten someone
or no red tape.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You finally gotten someone to talk to you.
So I get on the phone. I go, I'm going to Toyota. You wait here. I'm going to call Toyota on their line, and I'm going to put you guys in touch. And I called Toyota. I was like, look, I got the detective right here. You got to talk to him right now. You got to tell him where my car is, where it's tracked. He gets on. I finally, I get put on hold by Toyota, and I'm like, the detective's going to leave. This is it took 10 minutes. So long story short, get him on the phone. I go, just talk to each other. And the detective looks at me while I'm on hold. He goes, look, I'll just let you know where the car is when they tell me. I don't know if DDS is listening. But,
wow. This is sus to me. I would be like, I want us to be holding the phone in between us, and I want to hear what they say to you. Oh. If you finally gotten them on the phone, I would be like, I'm not moving a muscle until I know exactly where this car is.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was set.
Okay.
I was set strong. I was like, I'm not
going anywhere.
We're gonna figure this out. And he finally gets Toyota on the phone, and Toyota goes, we're sorry, but the GPS has been turned off 19 hours ago.
Fuck.
And he's like, fuck. And I see him get somber, and I'm like, fuck, these guys are so good. Whoever stole the car
deactivated the GPS, which who would even know?
But 19 hours ago, we would have had time if you just answered your fucking phone. We could have got Abby back.
First 48.
Yeah, this was the second.
She's in a basement
74,
somewhere. And she's being fed pinto beans out of a guy's mouth.
Like a little bird?
Yeah, like a little baby. He's actually pretty kind to her. Nice guy. He's being nice. Honestly, he just wants a daughter.
He probably will fucking wash that Corolla. So fucking the guy goes, well, what's the last address 19 hours ago? And they go, 425 Lucille Avenue. And I'm like, Lucille? Kind of sounds like what street I parked on. He looked at me like he saw me like being like, and I go, fuck. I parked on Lucille. Is there a way that they brought the car back? Or he goes, do you think that maybe you're
a fucking idiot of the highest order? Dummerson, man, can't keep up with Abby? I had a feeling in my little bones that you were the dumbest man I've ever met. Go on. Do go on.
So he goes, he's like, well, you go where they say the car is and you don't do anything. I was like, and so I get in the Uber and I'm like going there, and I remember there was like a hill where I parked, and then across the way there was an identical hill, and we start going over the hill, and I just see fucking Abby just sitting there, just right where I left her, dead. She was
dead?
No.
Oh my God! I was like, did you leave the lights on top of that?
Oh yeah, the car dead. That's why the GPS turned off.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
And so the car's just sitting there, sitting there, never moved. I just never went up that way. I was 1,000% sure I walked into the.
And your blood pressure for over 24 hours.
Oh, I could have died.
You probably took years off your life.
Yeah.
You probably shaved 2.5 years off of your life.
Probably.
Listen.
And then Brenna, my girlfriend's stuff was all her facial stuff for school for thousands of dollars worth was in the trunk. My golf clubs are in the trunk. That's a couple grand.
Meanwhile, you're blowing up on Instagram.
It's all worth it.
Did you go back to the people and tell them that you were the dumbest man who ever lived?
Yeah, and they were died. I mean, people were like, this is the best. I mean, we were worried for you, but this is...
it's best case scenario for everybody. Best case scenario for you, for Brenna, for us, that we get to laugh really, really hard about it.
The best is when I talked to Brenna on the phone. I go, hey, I found the car. And like, anyway, so what do you want for lunch? She's like, you're not...
Walk that back.
She goes, this is not
we're playing pretend like nothing happened. Like we're not just super irresponsible.
It's like, so anyways, what do you want? You want like Chipotle?
I'll get you whatever you want today, babe. Today's about you.
I found like I was a hero. Like I found it. I located it. I went to police station 3 times to find this car.
You should have told her that you fist fought a criminal to get it back.
Dude, I a lot of people wrote me, they're like, when I'm drunk, I lose my car. Whatever. Dude, where's my car kind of shit.
But that's I had a spot at the new to being past the Comedy Store, so I'm very nervous about getting there on time. And the other day I went to one drink with friends like hours before, and we parked at a bar that ended up being closed, and so we walked like a good minute, like about 15 minutes to another place in Los Feliz. And I had like one cocktail, and then I was like, I like to be about 8.5 hours early to these spots. Really, I am showing up. Sometimes I show up before they're open. I'm really desperate.
I'm like that.
I especially newly passed somewhere. I'm like, I will not miss a moment of this.
Real quick, I showed up at that podcast with my car 30 minutes early. They had a parking spot for me at the podcast studio, but because I was early, I parked on the street. So I'll never be early again. So anyways, go ahead.
You being cognizant of that was the reason that you almost broke up with your lovely girlfriend.
Well, being early is seen as like a weakness sometimes in this fucking town.
In comedy, I think especially. Like,
yeah. You showed up here late.
I did show up here late.
With a coffee, though.
I went to Starbucks for him. And I was on the phone with a friend. I was literally... he needed some help. My friend died.
All right, I gotta stop talking about myself.
No.
The second half of this pod is all you.
But no. I do not care. I prefer to talk about you. But I get out of this one drink. Hadn't had a lot to eat that day. Maybe kind of went to my head. It was a martini, whatever. It's just pure alcohol. And I walk out the door, and I have about a 15-minute walk ahead of me. So I was like, all right, I'll get there about my spot's at 7. I'll get there like 6:30. And I walked confidently. Yeah. No, I don't smoke in the car because Carson and I share a car. So no smoking in the car unless I want to. But sometimes I'll get in and be like, did you fucking... I'm like, I've been bad. But I get out and just feeling it, had a drink with my girls, was just like, man, I love these people. I love this town. Just really stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I confidently, chest held high, alert, no AirPods, no phone, looking around, walked in the opposite direction for about a mile.
Dude.
And then sprinted in the opposite direction back to my car and got there with like 10 minutes to spare before my spot.
Why didn't you jump on a bird?
I don't know. I get scared about that too.
I get the running idea. Also, yeah, I mean, this is something I would have done a million times over.
And it wasn't like, oh, I'm distracted or I'm listening to a podcast.
What were you doing? You just were going by. Did you not use GPS? You were just going by your nose.
I was like, I remember what I was like. It was a straight shot. And I turned the wrong way out of the front door of the place that we went, the opposite direction, and then walked confidently.
Are you just laughing at me? I feel like you're just laughing at me before. You're just as dumb as I am.
I'm the stupidest one ever.
Yeah.
You get to know me at all. I'm 10 times dumber than you.
Wait, what? So you got to the spot, though, on time. I've done this where you try to not use Google Maps, and we're so... Computers tell us exactly what to do with our lives.
I know. And for me, I think even before...
It's so funny on foot, too, to go very far away.
I mean, on foot, being like, you're going through... There were so many, like, businesses. The difference in the, like, geography of the two streets that I were on could not have been, like, walked down a very busy, so many open places, patios, people chatting, whatever.
Yeah.
Versus, I was, like, walking through, like, a fucking neighborhood for, like...
Yeah, you're in a gated community eating dinner with a new family. You're like, I always loved you, George.
I gotta get to the Comedy Store, but I mean, when you're making new friends, what's time?
I've always loved it here.
And I've always said that. I've always said that.
I did that driving to Florida from New Orleans. I had to get to my dad's 50th birthday. Back in the day, and I went north instead of south.
Oh, I've done that big time on long
I'm telling
trips.
you, for like, I'm not even kidding. I was like 4 hours.
That's
like
my biggest.
I'm like, this looks like New Jersey. This is weird. Is that Statue of Liberty?
Carson and I drove from Atlanta back to Nashville, and we took a wrong turn, and we both went to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and we at one point should have been home about 45 minutes ago. We look up and we're like, well, that's a sun sphere. We're in Knox. We're at our alma mater right now, the opposite side of Tennessee.
I'm rushing my sorority again.
I'm rushing. Did somebody just get sexually assaulted?
Neil deGrasse License.
Neil deGrasse License to kill.
License to kill. Dude.
I'm also this is a new thing for me.
Yeah.
And I do believe I'm the only comedian in Los Angeles who is taking public transit to spots, but I want to talk about it. So I live at 15th, or I'm just kidding. I live on Sunset, straight shot from the Comedy Store, like about a mile and a half down the road. And the bus. You take any public transit here at all?
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, and I never will, unless I get my car stolen by myself.
It's about a mile and a half down from the store. And the first night that I got a spot at the Comedy Store, like when they put me in development, I remember being like, this is amazing. I'm a mile and a half down the road. I'm going to walk to and from the Comedy Store every night.
Yeah. Workout steps. Yeah, it's going to be great. You get to run bits while you're getting
Exactly.
Talking
great. To myself, headphones in.
You're living the life.
I was like, what am I in New York? It was like oh my God, I actually live close to the places that I'm going to work. And I walked back at like midnight that first night down Sunset, and I was like, well, I'm never fucking doing that. It was legit the scariest walk of my life. So I started taking the bus to and from.
Which is way more chill.
Well.
No, I know.
I know you're kidding. My fiance takes the bus everywhere. He's like, we share a car, totally works. He's totally public, or just a big public transit guy. And we were truly on the bus one time, and he was talking shit to me. He was like, you're too scared to take it everywhere. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, being alone on this late at night kind of freaks me out. He was like he was kind of roasting me for it. He was like, you'll be fine. He was like, just be aware of your surroundings, whatever. He was like, save money, use it, whatever. And we're in kind of this argument about it, and there's this guy asleep next to us on the bus as we're having this conversation. This story doesn't sound real, and I swear to God, this is exactly what happened. The guy's asleep with his head up against the thing, and Carson's like, literally just do it. Like, you're being a pussy, just do it. And the guy wakes up, and he goes, I'm going to kill the next woman I see.
No.
I swear to God. He said, I am going to kill the next woman.
You're like, I'm trans.
But I just turned and I went, do you understand what? He's like, yeah, that's pretty scary.
I mean, it's almost like you paid this guy to get the car all the time.
True.
You know what I mean? You're like, you know what? I'm going to use the car every day. Paid actor. This is LA. Is anything real? The bus driver's like, how you doing, Laura? The guy's like, he gives a wink at the end. Like, I'll kill the next woman I see.
My fiance's like, I think I saw him striking outside of Netflix the other day.
I think that was the comic in development before you. He's good, though. Yeah, dude. I mean,
it's too good.
Yeah, it's too good.
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard anyone say, period. And the fact that it happened.
Have you said that on stage?
No, I never have.
You should, I think.
God, I just don't make good jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've seen it. No, you're great. You're a fantastic comedian. Honestly.
Thanks very much. So are you.
Now I do tropical topical. I usually hit this up like 30 minutes ago, but I really enjoyed.
Oh, I've loved talking to you. I'm sorry if we wasted too much or if we went over.
No, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what people want. Because sometimes they like the 40 minutes. Sometimes they like an hour and a half.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, honey, if you're tired of it after 40 minutes, shut it right off.
Shut it right off.
You know what I mean? You don't have to listen to me.
But then you don't know. I guess you know when you... Anyway. All right. Couple things. So I do this thing, topical, tropical.
Love it.
Florida theme. That's where I'm from.
Wasted away again.
In Margaritaville.
Looking for my...
Is there anything better than a hammock?
Oh, I love it. I want a hammock. I want a yard with a hammock. That's all I need.
Yeah, you need a yard. A hammock anywhere outside a yard is kind of like, what are you trying? Like, I was thinking about tying up a hammock.
No, that's sad.
Yeah.
Indoor hammock sad.
No, not indoor.
We were talking about indoor.
An indoor outdoor. No.
If you swing far enough.
Well, we call this our balcony, but it's not a balcony.
It's literally just a space.
We put a
space outside of
table
your
up
front door.
into public space, and people are like, "That's not even your space." But that's where our hammock is.
There's a guy opening his door into the table from across the hall. Just be like, "This is not a patio. This is a major city, and you're taking up my space." Hey, neighbor, sitting down having coffee in the morning.
Sir, I can't get out of my room.
I can't. I'm having an emergency.
So a couple things. Denver Nuggets won last night.
Good
they
for
beat
them.
the Miami Heat.
Okay, that's cool.
They won the whole thing.
Oh, I knew that.
There's this. I don't even know how I would describe him to you, but the best player. There's big talk about this guy who gives zero shits about. So he's not on social media. His name's Nikola Jokic.
Oh, I know of this man. Yeah.
He's from Serbia. He likes his horses. He has 2 brothers that are like the biggest meatheads on earth that he loves. He has his wife and his kid, and that's all he cares about.
Why are Serbians so tall? Are they racist?
That's not...
Okay. They're white, right?
Yeah.
The things I consider offensive as an LA comedian. You're like...
I think you're fine. I think you'll be bigger than Morgan Wallen now after making fun of Serbians.
Doing the voice and saying, "Are Serbians white?"
I like horses. I'm so Serbian.
Okay, so he's a family man. He's not
they go,
succumbing to the
Are you excited
fame?
about the parade? He goes, "What day is that?" They go, "Thursday." He goes, "No."
That's awesome.
Dude.
That's awesome.
It is the most breath of fresh air thing I've ever seen in sports where I'm like, and I think because how sports is now, everything's so flashy and like,
yes.
I'm the best. And there are some humble people. I feel like you're either very you're so good, you're humble.
Yep.
Which is almost kind of cocky.
In its own way. Yeah. But is he? Would you categorize him like that, or is it like
he's close? But I feel like it is
very sincere.
Yeah.
Like I have no interest in the flashiness of this.
Yeah,
that's
and the
cool.
celebrity of it.
You gotta respect that. That's very cool.
And he doesn't show that he like cares that much. But I feel like when he's alone with his horse in a barn, he'll just be like, "Hey, that was awesome." And the horse is like,
who's the Djokovic of stand-up comedy?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Wait, say his last name for me.
I think it's Jokic.
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 Okay. I'm going to change my stage name to Laura Jokic.
There are some comedians that are so like, yeah, dude. Oh, Joke Bitch?
Yeah, Laura Joke Bitch.
God, that's real.
MVP Laura Joke Bitch.
I kind of like it.
I tell jokes, bitch.
I'm the only joke bitch on social media. Well, that's because Jokic doesn't want to be on it because he's worth $600 million and he doesn't care about it, and because he has a better moral
compass than us.
Compass, and he's secure with himself. It is funny when people are like, "Can you believe he doesn't care?" It's like, yeah.
Well, that's the dream. That's the dream. Is you have that much money and you absolutely fuck off.
I don't know if there is a comedian like that. I think comedians, because it's a singular sport, I think there's like some actors that just aren't on social media that are so big that it just doesn't even occur to them to be in the limelight like that.
Yeah. Well, until about 25 minutes ago, I thought that was my dear sweet Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was above it all.
No, but he's on Instagram. He puts up personal shit all the time on Instagram.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm saying, though, so he's not.
He's okay. So totally out of the
limelight. It'd have to be a comedian that it does extremely well, or like a comedic actor, actress.
Well, this is going to be controversial, but you know who's not on any social media? Pete Davidson. He doesn't run his social. He like doesn't look at his social media. But that's once you get that famous, you don't have to be bothered by.
Yeah.
I mean, the day I don't have to cut up my own clips and put them on the internet, you'll never see me again.
I mean, yeah, you get. There's a line. I mean, I'd like to see the person who had 3,000 followers quit social media. That would be impressive. Who's like, no, I don't need it.
Oh my God.
There is one comedian that like doesn't do social media out of New York. I forget his name. And so Comedy Cellar will post his clips and be like, he doesn't even have Instagram.
It's oh my God, Ethan.
Yeah, something Ethan.
Oh my God,
and he's funny.
Oh, he's incredibly funny.
But it's so
we did New
funny.
Faces together. Ethan, yeah,
it's
he
like
could
when
be
like Archfield
huge.
doesn't have a cell phone, and everyone's like, "Oh my!" And I was kind of like that when I first moved to New York. I just had a flip phone,
totally,
and everyone's like, "Dude,
it's so real."
And then I missed like 9 shows because I don't have Instagram.
No one can reach you by phone.
No one wants to be doing
He
it.
pocket dialed me 9 times, then his phone just turned off.
Yeah, he wrote RSTLN a lot. Because he just hit one button over and over again.
Okay, sorry, back to Jokic.
Anyhow, but I just love this guy, and I just think it's like but yeah, it's because he has so much money, and he's so famous outside of it. It's not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I
what
like
I mean?
that. I like that too. I think that is like the perfect kind of celebrity.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, but there is a humbleness that turns into cockiness when it gets past the line of going, well, I don't care.
I don't even need it.
I don't even need it. Yeah.
But you're projecting that onto him.
Showing how much
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're 100. Like he probably is literally just like, I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Like just the idea of his big hands.
Yeah, he keeps forgetting his password.
Horse.
Big joke bitch.
Yeah, big Djokovic. And Djokovic. He just won. Djokovic won the French Open. Most titles ever. Djokovic.
What? Really?
Yeah, his name's Djokovic.
Good for him.
Djokovic.
With a name like that, how can you not succeed?
So Garth Brooks.
He's going to do more albums as Chris Gaines.
Oh, well, that too.
Oh, shit.
Fantastic. I listened to Chris Gaines, and I would write poetry in college and cry in my fraternity house. True story.
Oh, where'd you go to school? Florida?
Tulane.
You went to Tulane in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this.
He is opening a bar called Friends in Low Places on Broadway in Nashville, and he's serving Bud Light, and people are losing their fucking mind.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny.
He says, I'm inclusive. If you say the word inclusive, people...
You're not. Are Nashvillians losing their mind? Has Kid Rock come for him yet personally?
Kid Rock has not shot Garth Brooks yet.
God.
Yet.
He's standing on a table naked and he just shoots him.
He's ready, though. How funny Kid Rock shoots Garth Brooks.
Well, like the video, he does it, but he misses. It's literally an AR, and he like hits.
He just shoots all around Garth, even around the
one of
cowboy
those
hat.
where Garth opens one eye. He's like, "Am I alive? I'm alive."
He's like,
Oh, thank God.
okay, I can still serve Bud Light.
That is okay. There are two things.
There's a lot of things.
There's so many things to unpack here. So I'm sure, and I can say, as a Garth Brooks fan, love Garth Brooks, and a Chris Gaines fan, that bar, there's no chance it doesn't suck ass. Okay, I guarantee you it's one of the worst bars in America. I guarantee you it's just like the other bar. I guarantee you it's like Kid Rock's bar on Broadway, which is hell. It's the seventh circle of hell, and it's multiple stories. It's like it's literally Dante. It's like
it just keeps going. You don't even know when it never ends. It's just his different albums.
But also, the percentage of bars in Nashville that would have stopped serving Bud Light has to be negligible. Like, it literally has to be only Kid Rock's bars. I'm certain that everyone else is still selling Bud Light.
It would be insane.
It's such.
Well, I looked at Bud Light is still it was number one until it's down 25% in sales. Modelo sells more beer actually than Bud Light, but they're all like owned by the same like 3 German companies. They're not even owned by Americans. They're owned by.
Is Bud Light Anheuser-Busch?
Yeah.
Isn't Modelo also that? No.
These are all things I don't know, but I do know that Bud Light is still up there in sales. People just drink it in their closet in the dark.
Exactly. Nude.
Yeah, nude. I love the idea of like
watching gay porn.
There are a few things. I think like there's something funny about Modelo going the other way of putting on their bottle just like a guy with brass knuckles with a machine gun like fucking a big titty stripper. You know what I mean? Just like just going like so hard. It's like, why did Modelo do so well?
Because they didn't.
Have you seen their bottle?
Bow to the woke mob. I didn't. Kid Rock came out with his own beer that's called America Fuck Palace or whatever. And imagining how it tastes is very, very funny to me.
Like freedom?
Like
fucking freedom.
I bet it's so bad.
Like bob with the
bang, drink my baby.
Dude.
You got to roll with the punches and bob with the ball. That's what I always say. I used to dress up like Kid Rock all the time. I can show you some
Kid Rock
photos.
was like a hero. Him with his little small guy that he helped out there. Did I say small guy? Serbia? Going country. Look, it's all insane, but I mean, I don't know. The person they put on the Bud Light can.
Dylan Mulvaney.
I've seen some of her TikTok. Pretty annoying person.
Oh, sure. I'm
As
sure
a
she
person.
is. Yeah, most people online are annoying. I've never really watched it.
Anyone that talks straight to camera, like very like close up and like talks to the listener like they're their best friends, it kind of weirds me out.
It's scary. But I also, it didn't occur to me, and this is old news to most people, I'm sure, but it didn't occur to me that it wasn't just, they sent her like one case of beer with her, and they weren't like selling beer.
Oh, really?
It was literally like, you're an influencer, pose with this can of beer that we made for you. They weren't like selling it to people.
Oh my god!
It was
so that was her face. I thought was on the can.
No, it was on the ones that they sent to her.
Oh my
as
god!
As an influencer that they wanted to help with sales, it was not sold to anybody else. I mean, truly, it's the most idiotic,
the dumbest thing.
It is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. And there are people, so many videos out of Tennessee of like men in like the aisles of grocery stores just like throwing Bud Light on the ground. And just, it's
because you ruined their favorite manly thing.
I guess by sending one celebrity. It's
how weak-minded while thinking you're strong-minded.
I know.
There's nothing worse than calling someone a snowflake and being so unaware that you're being the most snowflake-ish person on earth.
That's the most sensitive shit I've ever seen in my life. I have never. I think about this all the time.
Like shooting guns, like it's just like. You're shooting a fucking machine gun and you're just saying, I'm a pussy, I'm a bitch, I'm a little bitch, I'm a little bitch. Like literally that's all you're doing but in the most but like, I'm a fucking man. It's
bitch
like,
right here.
It's my favorite thing when a Tesla is faster than any muscle car. It's the same kind of idea to me.
That's very funny.
And it's quiet. It's just like, just sounds like
does that thing when it starts?
Sounds like
it goes,
a little, and you're in your
sounds like they're ascending
car.
to heaven. Have you know that sound of like if you're in a garage and you hear like a gasless car start and it's like
really?
Yeah, it sounds like they're ascending to heaven because they think they're so much fucking better than me, dude. I'm gonna shoot up.
I'm gonna fucking shoot it up, dude. I'm gonna drink fucking. I'm not drinking Bud Light, but I'm gonna crash in my Tesla after I drink Coors Light. I'm gonna crash it, fucking, dude. I think also it's like with Bud Light. What was I? Fuck. Oh, like the first like when the rednecks are sitting around and like the first guy that tries to bring back Bud Light at a party.
Yeah.
He's like, no, like it's been like 2 years, and he's just like, we got it. What you got there? Like, fucking Sixer. No, Bud Light. And you're like, yeah, man, just fucking. I think it's time, man. I fucking love this beer. Like he's like Coors Light, Natty Light ain't doing it for me.
It's not. I don't like to
I
attend
know
the
the
banquet.
transgender thing was bad, but man, fucking I missed it.
I know we're mad about that stuff.
Look, I'm still mad in my heart. I'm still mad in my heart.
You don't know my heart.
My whole heart.
I'm hateful. He starts crying. I hate them just as much as you do, but I love Bud Light. And y'all don't seem to care.
1,000,000% there's going to be a guy that tries to bring back Bud Light, and he's going to come back too early, and he's going to get fucking get shot. He'll get shot. Yeah, he'll get toasted.
He's going to get blown up in the group chat, dude.
And then one friend's going to go, I'm kind of with Tom.
And he stands up. He goes, I've been drinking Bud Light at home with my beautiful daughters and my wife and my healthy son.
And my straight son.
He's joining the Navy. And
he's never read a book. I love that too, the whole book banning thing.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You know, being from Florida, I do think about the kids though with the book banning. When I was a kid and you said I was banning a book, I would vote for you. You know, if I was 10 and you were like,
oh my God, that's a funny character.
Yeah.
The fifth grader when they ban books. Yeah.
Like, can you ban Shakespeare? Because that's annoying.
His older kids are making fun of him because he can't read so good.
Yeah.
He celebrates.
He's like, I'm voting for DeSantis my whole life. But I love transgender. I just don't want to read big books.
They said, pass it off to him in popcorn reading. And I don't know. Let's see, Andrew. Y'all should ban this book.
I fucking hate books. The content, no, they're just long.
It's long
and the words are so big, and the text is so small, and it's 958 pages. Can you imagine reading if you told me as a 15-year-old I didn't have to read fucking the Iliad or some shit?
Oh my God, yeah.
I'd be like, I'm voting for you.
Yeah, 100%. Beowulf, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, dude.
We should ban
Also, I think Beowulf is like 90 pages. I think that's like the shortest.
But it's hard to read. It's a hard read.
It's single space.
And I remember reading it in high school and being like, this means nothing to me.
No, I kind of felt like I related to Beowulf. I don't know why. I think because I was a Bay Jew in an all-Christian school.
I think I'm kind of the Beowulf of my friend group.
I'm so Beowulf. Scott Baio.
Taking a BuzzFeed quiz.
Are you Beowulf?
You're Beowulf.
I don't even know the other character from that movie.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea.
There's just something so funny about a kid, like any book being banned, you wouldn't give a fuck back then. And when I was a kid, I would just be like, But yeah, no, it's obviously horrible.
Well, I was watching a teacher posting, like, from a Florida school, because y'all are doing it the worst down there.
Don't look at me.
It is your fault.
It's my bad.
You can't go to your dentist anymore. You can't talk to your mama anymore.
Can't read To Kill a Mockingbird.
But it was a teacher going through, and it was like thousands of books just in like big canisters that they were just going to send to God knows where about anything, like any subject. It was like it picked them up and it was like music history, like jazz.
Yeah.
And they were like, they can't know about
nothing gayer than jazz.
Nothing gayer and blacker than
notes
jazz.
all like those notes are all like
one of them's got a little tail on it.
One's not his.
I mean, it was it was truly thousands of titles of all different types of topics, and the woman was just like, we can't do anything about this. I also saw a great it was like some sort of board meeting or like a city council meeting, and it was a librarian who was like the most redneck woman you've ever seen, and there's a guy in the audience, and he's like my kids are being indoctrinated by the gay books that are in your library, and I want them removed. And it's like, your kid is probably starting to be gay, and you're looking for any excuse that whatever. And this old, I mean, looks like if you saw her in the street, you'd be like, that's probably the most like bigoted person I've ever seen. She stands up and she goes, there are about a million books in my library that I wouldn't touch with a fucking 10-foot pole, and I don't care. She was like, I'm just not going to read them. Like, not everything is for you. And it's just like incredibly woke sentiment from this woman who smokes like 85 Marlboros a day. And I was like, everybody gets it. Everybody
gets it. It's like the Target thing where the guy goes, hey, there's an aisle where they sell butt plugs. I don't bring my kid down the butt plug aisle.
Nope. I saw it. It's simple. There's always going to be stuff in the world that isn't for children. Just
something
be a good
about
parent.
Your kid being gay for like years and then being like, no, he read a book last week.
No,
it's definitely
the books.
Book.
It's definitely the books.
But the other interesting thing is everything's online. I'm not trying to say you burn all the books you want. We got it on iBooks. But there is something being like, okay, you could physically, like Blockbusters stopped.
That's true. Digital copies of these things are absolutely everywhere. They're not going away.
They're not going away unless you get rid of the internet, which I don't see, I don't know. That would be something.
We literally get off this podcast and the internet doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, Ron DeSantis it burns everyone's cell phone. I burned all the iPhones. I got rid of all the internet. I burned the iPhones.
Turn in your books by sundown.
Turn in your phones, your apps. Turn in all your apps. There is
Oh, it's so silly. And it's just, I mean, we all know, but culture war for no reason. Turn us all against each other so that rich people don't have to pay for anything. It's a tale as old as time. None of it matters at all.
But it all matters.
But it matters to me because I got kids.
Because I got kids that I got to worry about someday.
You got to do that on stage. A kid who can't read very well, who's like joining.
Ban all books. Yeah.
I think that's really funny.
I did. I wrote it out actually of like.
It's really funny.
Ban all big books. And it could be a good Onion headline. Like ban all big books. Any book over 900 pages with small text. There's nothing worse. Nowadays you could mess around with text. But when you would get a physical book and the text was like...
10-point font. I want my books double-spaced, 12.9 times...
Ron DeSantis should make every book small text and then get rid of them. And then everyone would be like, damn.
Easier transition.
Yeah. All right, man. This was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun with you, too. Thanks for having me. You're a great guy.
you are on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram, Laura Peek Comedy. Peek is spelled Peek. I'm on Twitter, Laura Peek _.
Where can they see you again? I know there's like no shows in June and July, really.
I'm going to, well, that's what I'm trying to promote.
Wouldn't it be funny? It's like, oh, actually, I'm booked every weekend, you loser.
I'll be in LA for the next week, and then if you have any listeners in Seattle, I'm doing one night in Seattle at the Hereafter, 2 shows, June 24th, Saturday, June 24th. And then the 28th and the 29th, I am in Ohio, Liberty Township, and then Cincinnati at the Funny Bones out there.
That's a good Funny Bone.
Yeah, one night a piece. So yeah, buy tickets for Ohio. It's on my bio and my Instagram.
Guys should see her. She's very, very funny. And she will be, I will say it now because I want to jinx her. She will stop smoking in 7 years.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. I truly thought you were going to be like, she's going to be one of the biggest names you've ever seen.
I honestly was going to do that, but then if it doesn't work out, I would feel so bad if you never become.
Never really.
Yeah, I would really feel bad. Like I was going to say it, and then the smoking thing came back to me at the last second. I was going to say you were going to be the next Taylor Thomas.
That's so funny.
But I do think that.
But I also think that you will smoke cigarettes for the next 7 years and then you'll stop. You know what? I would take either of those options.
Either way, you're going to be great.
Thanks, Andrew. This was fun.